Good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's most unexpected video on YouTube, but guess how I'm feeling? I am very, very angry! But before I should actually get on to how angry I have actually felt, obviously I just want to let you know that this video, of course, this has just been made just after what happened on the 6th of March, and of course, yes, today was, of course, one of the worst stories that I had. I thought the 6th of March, going like this, of course, was the worst day I actually had in my life. And, of course, it really is totally different because, you know why? I thought it was going to be pretty much the worst, but today has been far by the worst. Okay, it surely just makes me think, you know, the 15th of March has got to be very straightforward pathetic. Okay, so I know I'm ranting here, but I'm just doing this video in a way to actually get into a certain phase where I feel like I'm having enough. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story and how I actually got into this anger. Right at the start of the day, I was just feeling, you know, very much a-okay. Okay, I should have actually acknowledged this at college. In fact, the college also is going to be, pardon me, what would you say, implemented in this video because they've been very extravagantly loyal and very effervescent staff members, of course, at that place. But I've been suffering so much pressure recently of late, and not only that, but I also have another scenario that has been happening just like the 6th of March. And I'll tell you what, it has been very unhealthy. In fact, a lot of the day, in fact, this week, so far, by beyond of what I've enjoyed so far, has been far by the worst so far late. Okay, so I've never felt so angry of late just to come along and make this video just because of just trivial things of late. Well, the story all began, well, it all started today where I've decided to, how I say, in fact, there's a lot of stories here, okay? There's not just one, but there's actually two stories I'm going to tell you because what really happened was I'm now actually starting to feel guilty, but I'm going to certainly feel really mad of just how much I've endured. Okay, so around the 15th of March, which is the day I've made this video, what really happened was, just to really regret it, was that I was literally just taking my bus, normally as per usual, and I was just feeling a-okay. I was just feeling straightforward, pretty much fine. But then when I reached into the city centre, everything started to change. The fabric started to change, and guess what? I went to the worst bus stop that I go there many, many times. And I tell you what, it's been far beyond one of the most very much pressurising stories I have to tell you what, because, you know, obviously going up towards places and then when something tries to ruin your day isn't going to help you. And I know that's one of these things of late. Okay, so it's one of these situations where I would have actually gone into a bit of an existential crisis because, you know, I would have felt, you know, literally good at first, but at the same time I would have felt a little bit mortified because what came along and upsetted me was, I think today the weather forecast, it was straightforward wet. I forgot to bring my umbrella, of course. Oh God, I always keep on forgetting about stuff which are very essential. Okay, so obviously I should have brought it with me, and that would have been very helpful. And I mean, that's just me just thinking about the mistakes I've done, and that also contributed to the fact that when I made that rice paddy field animation that I did on the, how would you say it, on the 11th, I think it was on the 10th of March. Maybe I should have probably made a very totally different date just to release it, but yet again, it's okay, it's fine. Although I do feel like I want to make another video about it, because obviously there's been some relatively good news about just what happened yesterday. But right now, I am facing in a big situation where I've gone through from straightforward happy to somewhat sappy and a bit angry. Okay, so I hope everyone's listening, because what I'm going to be saying is just very trivial stuff. And the trivial stuff was that I was hopping on the bus, but not only that, I had a lot of pressurizing moments, and I was feeling like I was in complete and utter distress. Okay, surely I was having some very good fun at Pink College, which is the college I always go to, But this time around, I was not feeling happy. Okay, so I was feeling rather nervous when I was trying to plan out my digital art for next week. But before that came along where, you know, I was just waiting at the bus stop. And I mean, just like as I was being told that the bus is here, I got so mad. Like, literally so mad. But this time around, it was even more worse. Okay, surely I would have just raised my voice right in front of anyone else who has told me to do it, but there was a little water droplet dripping on my backpack and also around at this shoulder here. Okay, I wasn't feeling hurt, but I felt really angry, and also a little bit, you know, a little bit appalled and a little bit grumpy, because I don't know why, but I'm just shaking my head because I'm now starting to feel like I'm getting completely mortified. Because I feel like this needs to stop. This has to stop, okay? I just feel like I had enough of just being, you know, getting totally distracted. Because what's been happening recently of late was that as I'm seriously chatting here, there's been lots and lots of trivial stuff. And I mean lots of trivial stuff, okay? Like lots and lots of trivial stuff. Because what was happening, as I said before, was that apart from the fact that the water droplet fell onto my shoulder, it literally became the moment that I started to get really mad. And that was the scene where I decided to pull the lever or blow the trumpet out. Okay? That was one moment. Okay, surely there was one more thing that also got me even more angry, and that was the huge crowds in the afternoon. And guess what? I had to pop into the toilet just before I decided to yeet off from the college. Okay, I sort of escorted away from the college, all by foot, and then I waited for a very long time. And I'm so glad I had to make this video, just in case if I didn't want to rant or anything. Okay, so obviously I can tell you the other story. Another thing, on the 6th of March, I nearly got killed by just crossing the flipping road when I was just, you know, doing a red light runner. Okay, I was just basically getting off from bus number 7 all the way towards Aston, and I just walked towards the other. I just walked right in front of the bus. Didn't see any cars, but then I just walked straight towards the pavement, and then I just saw there was a traffic light. And guess what? One of the most reckless things I did, which I feel completely ashamed of, is I just ran straight forward towards the pedestrian crossing, and I just yelled. What was I yelling? It's like, who cares about that? And that just started to tick me off, okay? So I was doing it just because I was just completely sick and tired. Okay, I'm sorry I have to sound completely mad. Like, obviously... Oh, really? The second time I have to get angry in this month. Okay, surely this has to be the most outrageous thing I had to really suffer. Okay, I would have said so much in this video. I would have sweared so much. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm sounding angry. I'm just going to grab my fist and just blow her heart out. I just don't know. I'm just making this absolute video on YouTube just to let all of this out and just get everything out of here. Because I can't have things stuck in my head and just, you know, I wouldn't just hurt a person by just resorting to violence. I just wouldn't resort to violence or anything. You know, I just feel like I'll just be one of these people. I'll just say, oh, I'm just having a very bad day, you know, because you know why? Someone tried to discipline me, and I feel hurt. Well, maybe I'm just pretty much hurt because I was just talking edgeways. You know, that's what I did. I was talking edgeways right after I was doing something very nasty, and of course, yes, when that water droplet fell, recently today, I got infuriated, and I was looking straight in front of the park. Okay, I was looking right in front of the park, but I was getting so annoyed with that situation, I would have nearly sworn, but if I would have sworn in this video, you know, I'm gonna grab this fist and just blow it. And I feel like I've been backstabbed so much throughout the rest of the day. Okay, I would have felt so much more gladder if I would have yelled right in front of anybody who has told about it. Maybe that would have solved the problem, or maybe I did. Well, yes, I did yell right away from someone else who was trying to tell me that fell. That water droplet is, you know, the weather outside must have actually caused me a complete kerfuffle here. Okay, I'm sorry I had to really rant in this video, but I have to make it because I'm going to tell you the truth on why I feel like today has been the worst day since the 6th of March. And I'm not joking, because I'm ranting here, and I'm not really trying to sound like as if I was my mother. Okay, my mother used to be very happy at that time. She used to be completely highly strung and completely frustrated. Well, she's always fussy all the time. She would often try and, help around my siblings and clean up the whole house like she used to, like I used to live and where Mum used to live. But guess what? I just can't take it anymore. And I'm just so sick and tired of just being interrupted while just having a very normal life here. Okay, I'm just really had enough. And I mean, I had enough. Okay, I was nearly coming close to swearing and cursing and swearing and raising my voice right over at this part of the day. And I nearly was going to do that. And even so, when I was making this video, okay, oh my goodness me. You know, what's even more worse is that after making this video, I feel like the neighbor cops are going to come towards me and take me into custody for granted. But I'm just so glad that I'm just pretty much making this video and just letting out all of that bad stuff right in front of me and to express myself why I felt like in pressure, why I felt like I was just in complete stress. In fact, these two, thumbs down, okay, so thumbs down for everything. You know, thumbs down for all the bad stuff I would have almost committed to death. Okay, I would have nearly killed myself and I would have nearly got myself into deep trouble. Okay? I would have nearly, if I was going to be swearing throughout the rest of this video, if I would have sworn, maybe the whole algorithm on YouTube would have demonetized it. In fact, I just can't say a favorite thing in this video, like, and just would have been slammed over and dunked over. Okay, so, I just couldn't take it. I'm sorry I had to lose my temper in the making this video, because all I'm doing is I'm just letting all of this out. I'm just snapping out all of this trivial stuff. Okay, I can't have anyone interrupting from me making this video. And that's it. Because, if I wasn't going to make this video, I'm sorry, I would have had a very pathetic week and a very pathetic weekend. Okay? Honestly, I just can't take this flippin' stress out of me. Well, obviously this video wasn't really going to be intending of stressing me out, but I'm really sorry I had to hollow out. And, what really happened was that the bus became so crowded, I just got so angry and so mad, I just couldn't take it. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna grab my fist here. Maybe after making an animation, I just can't believe of how much effort I've done. I'm so glad the animation is done. And that stress has been contributing to a whole bunch of things that I've been delaying so much, and I can't believe I'm just so piping red hot angry. If I would have never felt like this, I would be completely feeling more like a total utter idiot. I would have been. In fact, I am a total utter idiot. Trying to think, I'm basically wasting my time standing in the middle of the bus stop and just get stuffed around and just getting told that there was a water droplet falling into the right part of my shoulder. Okay, is that wrong? To just be careful around it? I mean, being wet is a thing, and I know I could get pretty much ill, and, I could probably get myself into deep trouble by just getting exposed into rainwater and stuff. But then, that's my story on how I got completely mad! Completely mad! Okay, so, this is a complete disgrace to the whole of my channel, and a complete disgrace to the whole of my content on YouTube. And I know I've been making videos of like, well, I've already felt very angry before, but this is never like like the most extreme part, like the most extremely excessively angriest of all feelings of like. And I've never had to rant all the time. Okay, usually I'm a very loyal and courteous person whenever I'm around in public, but if I would have yelled right in front of public, they would have probably been scared. It feels like I've just doubled, and if not double, triple, or quadrupled, or quintupled right at the start of the day. Because that's my story about the rest of this whole video. Because I'm sorry if I had to make this video, but I'm sure you guys are going to basically reply me back to me. And I said, I'm sorry that you had to feel this way because of just how pathetic it has been. I'm very sorry just to see how very angry and sad and just depressed you are. Obviously, that would have been a very big solution, okay? That's my story on how I got so mad of late. And I'm sorry, I feel like I've been completely mortified by such a feeling where I just feel like I've been interrupted by such a very well-disciplined factor, just a little substance that was just following me, and I've been told. And I feel like I was just being totally, I was just being totally offended. Okay, so it's just normal. Okay, surely I wasn't being careless or anything, but I just knew it was falling. It's just that I just did not know about a millisecond ago. I'm sorry if I had to sound angry or mad right over this video making. I need to grab his. And that's why I have to really get my chest out of it, okay? Surely. That's just about it. And there's nothing worse. I better have to leave this video here because I'm sorry I had to rant in this part of the video. Because, that really ticked me off, okay? And I mean, it wasn't really just a very big situation, it was actually more of a smaller situation. And if it was a bigger situation, I would have resorted to violence and come to cursing and swearing and raising my voice, and then it would have annoyed the whole public. But okay, I would never do that. Okay, surely I'd never do that to any genuine person who has ever watched my videos or anybody walking down the street, and that's it. Okay, I would have been completely, just sentenced for like 10 years. I would have been sentenced for 10 years if I would have done that. Okay, so obviously, I had enough. I tell you what, I'm never going to pretty much stand in the same position when it's raining on the bus stop ever again. Not far away from the train station at Snow Hill, Birmingham. I had enough. I'm sorry if I had to sound like, obviously, I'm very, very sorry if I had to put up one of the most angriest videos I've ever had. And in fact, to just get away with a very angry incident is nothing worse than just me ranting about trivial stuff. And also the fact that the bus has been overcrowded just because I was coming up very relatively late because I just came up from the bloody toilet, or the dunny, we call it in Australia. And obviously we just come up from the bloody dunny, and then obviously the bus just went super, super crowded. Okay, I've never had to felt so mad in my life. And I'm sorry I've had to really hollow out in this video. And if this happens really again, I am gone. I am never going to, if this really happens again, I am gone. Okay, I'm relatively gone now. I'm sorry if I had to really sound very mad. I would have actually had a brown paper bag if I was being completely unbiased. Okay, I would have been so sensible if I had a brown paper bag, but I'm sorry I haven't. And I'm sorry if I had to sound really mad in this video, but if you really not so much enjoyed this video, just sub for more videos. Okay, so thanks for watching, and that's it. Bye for now. I'm feeling quite, I tell you what, I'm ill, but I'm feeling better after I'm telling the story.